All right, we told you earlier about the exploits of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, of course, where they arrested an ex-convict Mobodo who was responsible for, of course, concealment of, so many, of course, drugs in their fight against drug trafficking. Well, at this point, let's bring in the spokesperson of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Femi Babafemi, to talk to us about this development. Very pleased to have you with us this evening.
Thank you. It's my pleasure being with you, Ike. Good evening.
Yes. All right. The NDLEA, no doubt, has made great strides against drug trafficking across Nigeria. What any of you have been helpful to you in recording these successes?
All right, I would say that indeed what we're doing, it's not just what the agency as an institution can handle alone. So we're working with local and international partners. This has really worked well for us because the agency has adopted what we call a whole of government approach and then a whole of society approach, meaning that we're working with stakeholders, major stakeholders who are very relevant to what we do within within government, and then a whole of society approach, also working with every stakeholder in the society, talking about the families, the schools, faith-based organizations, community-based organizations, and everybody across the society, so that we will be able to end this whole menace. But then beyond local stakeholders, we're also working with our international partners. This has really impacted positively on our work, because again, don't forget that the scourge or the problem, the monster we are fighting, is global in nature. That is, the drug problem is global in nature, and so we can work as much as possible to protect our communities in Nigeria. But then these things are coming in from some other places, that is across the world, and so we need to work with the global community, with leading drug law enforcement agencies and other law enforcement institutions across the world. This has also worked for us. In addition to this, again, I must also tell you that the NDLEA, more than ever before, has deployed its intelligence and technological capacities in this whole effort. That has also given us a whole lot of leeway in busting and then dismantling quite a lot of these drug cartels that we've been showing the public out there.
All right, you talked about intelligence gathering, which is a critical component of your job in trying to, of course, fight this menace. But in all of this, what are the greatest challenges that you have faced? The agency, in your attempt to fight this menace, and of course, how these challenges can be surmounted in your view?
Well, basically, like I did say, that indeed we work with a lot of intelligence. In fact, all our operations are 100% intelligence-led. The agency, the NDLEA of today, will never go out for any operation without advanced intelligence, without process intelligence, without sufficient surveillance, and all of these things in place. And then but then again, if you are talking of intelligence, you also need members of the public to work with in this regard. So we still have some challenge in that regard, getting a lot of people to really come out with the needed information. It's a fact that we're having this, members of the public support the work of the agency. That is fantastic. I'm telling you, every day we have droves of intelligence coming in for the agency, which we process, and then which we also do follow-up surveillance operations and all of those undercover things to ensure that all of this intelligence are well processed and ready for action. But then, like Oliver Twist would always ask for more, because until we get this monster wrestled down, there is no rest for anybody. So we have to ensure that we have to continue to plead with the public to continue to support the agency until we ensure that we end the challenge of substance abuse and illicit drug trafficking in the country. We mop up the last gram of these illicit substances in our communities and in our towns across the country. So that's a challenge on its own. And then on the other hand, we're looking forward to strengthened partnership between the agency and the public.
All right. Femi Babafemi, spokesperson of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, we must thank you very kindly for sharing your thoughts with us on this.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
Right, at this point, we will sign you out of our entertainment channel, and we'd like to inform you that you can continue to watch the news on all other platforms. We'll take a short break at the moment, and when we return, we'll have more for you. To stay with us.